everybody, welcome back into Jar's Toy Emporium. My name is Jacob, and it is another beautiful new comic book Wednesday. Now, I have to start this video off with this might be my most excited new comic book Wednesday of 2025, because today is the start of Invincible Battle Beast. Now, I'm heading to the comic shop right now. We took our lunch break a little early today to make sure we could get there to secure some issue A's, some Finch covers, some blank covers, some poly bags. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I am so pumped for it. But outside of Invincible, we have Absolute Batman, Transformers issue number 20, I believe, is coming out. So much awesome stuff, but I am so pumped for today. Let's head to the comic shop. And here we are at Gotham City Limited. Alrighty guys, we just got done at the comic shop. What an awesome time in there. It was packed. Everybody was excited for Invincible Battle Beast, which is always a great time. So I was happy I was able to pick up a few things. They unfortunately did get shorted on their Transformers issue number 20 cover A's. So I will have to wait till they say they're going to get them in tomorrow. I'll probably just wait till next week to pick that up though. But yeah, kind of works out in my favor. We picked up a lot of stuff. So another book might have been a little bit pushing it. I am so pumped, guys. We got some really cool stuff that I'm excited to show you guys, but let's head back to work. And then when I get home from work today, I'll show you guys the epic haul that we got. Alrighty, guys, we are back in the studio, and it has been a few days since those clips that you just saw of me at the comic shop. My family actually came down from West Virginia and surprised me for my birthday with a trip to Universal. So that was an absolute blast. That's where I've been the last couple of days. While you guys were enjoying your comics and everything like that, I was enjoying that. So I had an absolute blast, but that does mean that my videos were a little bit delayed. So better late than never. We're still going to go over our probably the best new comic book Wednesday of the entire year. I'm absolutely stoked to talk about it. So without further ado, let me show you guys the amazing comics that I picked up this past week. So like I said, this is by far my best new comic book Wednesday of the year, and that is partly due to the fact that we have a new entry in the Invincible universe, and that is Invincible Universe Battle Beast. Now, this is issue number 1. This is the cover right here. We picked up quite a few covers, and I'm excited to show you guys everything that we got, but I am stoked for this. This is probably my most anticipated comic book of the entire year. When I heard this was coming out, I was so pumped because I'm a huge Invincible fan. I'm actually reading through the entire series currently through the compendiums. I've watched all of the Amazon Prime show, and the fact that we're getting a brand new entry and I get to experience it in comic form like it's meant to be enjoyed with everybody else has me so stoked. So Invincible Battle Beast issue number 1 is the highlight of this week and the highlight of the year. So super stoked to have this. Now, whenever we have a comic book that is this exciting for me, I do go ahead and splurge a little bit on some variant covers if they're ones that I think are worth buying. Unfortunately for my wallet, Invincible Battle Beast had a ton of comics that I felt like were worth buying. And we're going to start off with the David Finch cover. I think this one might be my favorite one. Look at how amazing this looks. Now, my favorite thing about this cover in particular is the fact that we have some other Invincible characters on here. So we got Invincible, we got Adam Eve, we have, it's kind of hard to see it backwards, Robot right here, there's a Beast Girl, or I forget what her, Monster Girl. I don't know why I almost forgot her name, but yeah. And they're all kind of realistic looking. So I really think this art is super cool, but this is my favorite Battle Beast cover I think that we got. I think this one just looks so cool. I love the realisticness of it. I love the fact that there's other Invincible characters on here. this is cool. So David Finch absolutely outdid himself with this one. So continuing with more variant covers for Invincible Battle Beast issue number 1, we did go ahead and pick up the 1 in 10 incentive variant here. Now, another great cover here, and this is actually a comic that you could pull from the poly bags, which we're going to get to in a second. But I did go ahead and secure one just because it was there on the table. I was already buying a bunch of other variants, so I said, why not? Maybe I won't pull it out of my poly bags, and I will go ahead and grab one. Now, I do plan to try to hunt down every single issue of Invincible Battle Beast number 1, including those polybag variants, and even though some of those aren't technically issue number 1, if they were part of this initial Battle Beast release, I will be trying to pick them all up. So while this was here on the table, I figured I would go ahead and secure it, and it's a pretty awesome cover. Now, you guys know me and my blank covers. We have the Invincible Battle Beast blank cover here as well. Obviously, one day I would love to get this sketched by Ryan Ottley, maybe get a Robert Kirkman signature on there and an Annalisa Leone. I think that would be really, really cool just to have the entire writing group for this cover issued, like drawn on, just signatured, everything. I think it would be super cool. So obviously there's not much to look at, but it is still a very cool blank cover. I like the font and everything on here, and one day this is going to look really cool if I can ever get it sketched by Ryan Ottley and all those signatures like I just mentioned. Now, definitely the thing that has taken the comic book world by storm with Invincible Battle Beast is the blind bags. Now, these are really, really cool, and the coolest thing about them is actually the price. Now, I know a lot of companies, when they do these blind bags, sometimes they do charge a little premium value for them because they can get you some really rare and exclusive covers. However, Image did a really great job with these. These were only $3.99, which is the cover of the books themselves, and you could get some really rare and cool stuff in here. So I thought this was really neat. I did pick up a few of these, but unfortunately, you guys are going to hate me for this. I'm going to make you wait to see which ones I pull out of here, because we did go ahead and we picked up 5 of them. So we have 5 polybags here, but I did order another 5 extra ones. So we're going to have 10 polybags in total that I'm going to be doing a whole video on. We're going to sit down, we're going to unwrap them all, and we're going to see if we pull some of those rare covers. So very excited about this. This was my most excited thing to pick up, was these blind bags, because I've never done blind bags for comics before. This is going to be really, really cool, and I hope I get some of those rare covers in here because there's some pretty cool ones. Now, I know I said that this was the best new comic book Wednesday of the year for me, and it could have been even with just Invincible Battle Beast, but we also had some other amazing entries and part of my favorite Absolute series, Absolute Batman issue number 8. So the fact that we got Invincible Battle Beast and an Absolute Batman in 1 week is just absolutely insane to me. Another great cover here. I love this series so much. I'm almost more excited to read this than I am Battle Beast, just because I know what this is getting up to. I know where we're at in this story. They have me excited for every single new issue that comes out. If it wasn't Invincible Battle Beast, it would be my number 1 pick of the week. But this I am super pumped about. You guys have heard me sing the praises of Absolute Batman, so the fact that we got this and Battle Beast in 1 week is insane. But it doesn't stop there. We have 2 entries in the Ultimate Universe for Marvel, starting out with Ultimate Black Panther issue number 16 here. I've still really been enjoying this. I know a lot of people have stopped collecting the single issues for these. I'm going to continue to do so until I don't enjoy it. I think I just am excited about all the Ultimate stuff that it's caught me interested enough to continue to buy them, and I've really been enjoying this. So Ultimate Black Panther issue number 16, and then we have Ultimate X-Men issue number 15. So really, really great stuff from Marvel this week. 2 Ultimate series. I know some people have also stopped getting the single issues of these, and it makes me a little bit sad because I'm enjoying this story as well. But hey, more for me, I guess, because I've been loving it. So we have Invincible Battle Beast, Absolute Batman, and 2 Ultimate entries. The only thing that could have made this better is if one of these was Ultimate Spider-Man, and then this might be the best new comic book Wednesday ever. But we're off to a pretty good start with what we have so far. And if you thought the heavy hitters were ending there, they're definitely not, because we do have Energon Universe, the 2025 special. Now, these are cool when they do a little special like this. This is the number 1, as you guys can see right there. Super stoked to read this, kind of see what it does and the little stories it tells. I believe there was a 2024 special that I do not have, but I did pick up the 2025 special. Very, very cool cover here. So just another heavy hitter. We have all of the major universes today. We had Absolute, Ultimate, and Energon, and then we enter in another Image book with Invincible Battle Beast. Just another huge universe. This is what I'm saying. This is why I think it's the best new comic book Wednesday of the year. It's definitely the best new comic book Wednesday since I've started collecting, because this has just been insane. But Energon Universe to go along with everything else, I don't even know what else to say. And then last and definitely least, we do have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Nation issue number 6. Now, I am excited to have this, but I do think this might be the last Mutant Nation issue that I pick up as a single. I've really been trying to tone back a little bit on some of the stuff I'm getting, and I think this might be better off if I go to the trade paperback route or maybe start reading it digitally. As much as I do love the TMNT stuff, I'm definitely going to stick with the normal mainline TMNT. I've been loving that. That's incredible. Mutant Nation has been good too, so maybe I'll continue to get it, but just in an effort to try to cut back on every single issue that I've been getting just due to space, and it does cost a lot to continue to get all these new single issues. This one might be on a chopping block, but we'll see if it keeps me interested enough to not want to wait for a trade paperback. Now, I'm sure you guys know what my cover of the week is, and it's a pretty easy one. It is the David Finch Invincible Battle Beast. I just love this cover. I think it looks so cool. I did secure a couple of these, so I can have one just, just 2 of them to keep stocked away. I like the cover that much, so I did grab 2 of these. Very excited about this cover, but yeah, I think it's pretty easy for me. This is definitely my cover of the week. I just think it looks so cool. So, Invincible Battle Beast by David Finch wins this week's cover of the week. Now, guys, that is going to do it for my new Comic Book Wednesday. I know it is very late, but it's better late than never, and this is just such a big week. I didn't want to skip this one. Sometimes if I wait this long to get a video out, you know what, I'll just skip this one. Nothing too crazy. Sometimes usually happens, but this was a big one. So it is late, but I'm super excited to show you guys everything that I picked up, and keep your guys out in the near future waiting till we get those other 5 poly bags in the mail. We're going to do a 10 poly bag opening for Invincible Battle Beast, and I'm stoked. Hopefully you pull one of those 1 in 100 incentives. Hopefully we get the issue number 2 ultra rare advanced edition. There's just a lot of cool stuff. There's the Marvel team up reprint. There's the first appearance of Battle Beast in the Invincible comic that you could possibly pull from this. There's some sketch covers I think you can get. It's just crazy the stuff you can pull out of those poly bags. So as much as it is paining you guys probably to see that I'm not opening them all, trust me, it is definitely hurting me worse that I have to wait. But like I said, that is going to do it for this new Comic Book Day vlog. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go down in the comment section below, let me know if you guys are excited for Invincible Battle Beast, and let me know what your guys' cover of the week pick is. We got some great stuff here. I think there's a lot of options that you could go with, but I'm biased that David Finch definitely is the best. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoy making these videos, and I can't wait to see you all for the next new Comic Book Wednesday vlog.